Hello and welcome back to Satisfactory. We're at it again. Good old Satisfactory. But yeah, welcome back. We're doing the do. I don't know. I don't really have a catchphrase for this game or any game for that matter. But if you remember last time, we started to make our way working all this iron and copper from there and over here, from these nodes as well, trying to bring it up here. And we've got one machine over here that we're hand feeding to make reinforced plate because we're kind of forced to use Mark II. I usually don't like to use Mark II until I have to, or I don't like to use Mark II until never. I don't like to use Mark II. We'll just say that. So yeah, I overclocked this and I've been hand feeding it plates and wire, trying to get trying to get this thing making plates. We've been sitting here for a little while. We took quite a bit of a break and just kind of hung out. So this one's completely full. Oh, look at that. So I got a little over 2 stacks. 2.5 a little over 2.5 stacks of reinforced plate, but I got this fully overclocked, so it's going. It's going. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today, is getting the rest of the belt lines kind of at least close to this area, because they got a long way to travel, because there's no nodes in the Spire Coast. Absolutely no nodes other than oil. Hopefully they change that. I really do hope they change that. That would be nice. But we'll see. They're not revealing all their plans quite yet. So, but before we get started, I would also like to mention that this is a very special episode of Satisfactory. Not only is it multiplayer, it is also, as you see in the top left, it is experimental build, update 6. So we're also doing that, as well as, if you're new here, should have said that before I said the other thing, but if you're new here, this is also special because we're doing 2 challenges to make this game mode a little more make this game a little more interesting. So, first challenge, the F key. Using the F key is completely and utterly banned. We're not allowed to F anything. Essentially, we're not allowed to destroy anything. Anything that we place down has to stay there forever, even if it's an oopsie. Even if you accidentally placed it, or you screwed up, or even if I was to place something like the stack of conveyor pole, and it double clicked as I clicked it in the menu like it sometimes does. Hasn't happened yet, luckily, but I'm sure it will happen eventually, where it'll double click and then I'll just place something in front of me. That's where it stays, so there's no exception to that. The only exception with the F key is if you're driving a vehicle and you get it stuck somewhere, you can then F the vehicle, pick it up, and place it back down. That's the only exception to that rule. And the second challenge is the no clipping challenge, essentially, where it's available to do. So we'll do an example with a power pole here. So obviously, with certain clipping, it's unavoidable. It's just how the game works. But we're not allowed to use the soft clipping system. So if I push this into here, you see how it turns yellow. We're not allowed to do that. So I could place the pole here, but not there. Here, not there. Here, not there. Like that. We do have a few exceptions to this rule because the game would be damn near unplayable to put anything down unless you were on a perfectly flat surface. So let's say I wanted to place this biomass burner up on here, I wouldn't be able to if we didn't allow clipping into the ground. It would have to be a perfectly flat spot so it could sit, and we're just not going to do that because that would be damn near unplayable. So, and it'd just be, we want to have fun still. So clipping like that's allowed, and obviously power poles. Oh, nice, Caterium Electronics. He's doing research over there. Obviously clipping like this is allowed. Just no using of the clipping system, the soft clipping system. So clipping buildings into other buildings, or placeables into other placeables. For a good example as well, I wouldn't be able to place this if I wanted to place this and level this out. I wouldn't be able to place that there. I can place it here, but not there. So, but yeah, the reason the exception exists is because, especially because of foundations, that you cannot place foundations down on the ground without clipping them into the ground. That's just how the game is programmed, so we can't really avoid that. The other exception is wire, because hooking wires up is always going to clip through something eventually. And it just, honestly, it'd be too much of a pain to try and work it out. Some of these buildings are easy, but some of them are not, and it just, wires are, they don't use the soft clip system, so that's why they're an exception to the rule. Kind of like the foundations and stuff. So, or placing anything on the foundations that's not a machine or a belt will clip into the foundation a bit. So it's kind of unavoidable. But we're not allowed to just go all out and pull things through other things or put things using the soft clipping system. We're not allowed to do that. As well as I will mention, just briefly, power poles. Very nice, very nice. He is doing work while I am screwing around. The other exception is placing belts on conveyor poles. There's a bug, and it's existed since update 5, as far as I currently know, that the belts, when placing from one conveyor pole to another, or from a conveyor pole to the ground, or just wherever, the belts a lot of the times will turn yellow, even though they're not clipping. They're properly connected to the conveyor stacker pole, but it's a little bit of a bug. So um, that's why it's an exception, because it's a bug. And if we wanted to, we wouldn't be able to use a stack of conveyor poles otherwise, and they're very, very useful. So, but other than that, we are not clipping things through other things. So, with all of that nonsense and EULA agreement stuff out of the way, now that you've read the terms of service, let's hop back into chat and actually play the damn game. Okay, and I am back.
Welcome back. I got us Mark II powerline poles if we want them.
I seen that.
Yeah, I did a couple of things. So.
You were doing all the things while I was spouting random bullshit. Essentially.
Got some stuff done.
Alrighty. I'm going to continue on my Mark II venture here.
Okay.
Which, hopefully I should have at least close to enough reinforced plating now to finish out that belt, at least the iron belt line for now. Because the copper, we don't even have the machine set up yet for it. But we can at least get iron started. Alrighty. Just gotta bring it all the way along out here. But yeah, for a little while, I'm going to have to basically, why it's taking me so long to do the intros. For a little while, I'm going to have to explain the challenges we're doing each time.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's always going to be, for a little while, there's going to be new people watching. And you know how people are. They won't start at the first episode. They'll start like halfway through the series.
They'll start at whichever one they see.
And that's totally fine if you do that. Just don't complain if you don't get what's going on to that point.
Like, why the fuck do you plant that thing and then not remove it and put it back? Why'd you go around it?
Yeah, why didn't you pick it back up when it was no longer needed?
Because, dear viewer. Do we have any iron floating around?
Not up there, no. I used it all to make plates.
Well, fuck.
And I used all the plates to make reinforced plates.
Okay. Do that.
Well, really, the belt is too long. I measured that. Screw you. Oh, now I don't have iron plates to place down more belt stackers, of course. Good job, me. It's like I freaking measured that. It's like a freaking hair too short, basically. Or it's a hair too long, I guess, by the game standards. I'll just continue with the belt, and that one section will be missing for a little bit. Until we can get some belt stackers in there. Jeez, I've already used over 200 reinforced plate. Used a lot already. Let me up here, game. The heck? I thought I jumped up here earlier. Maybe it was over here. Oh, it was over here, actually. No! Yeah, it's like this rock don't. Part of that rock don't exist the way it looks. They'll fix it, hopefully. I still didn't make that jump, damn it. I need to get up there. Can I get up this way? Yes. Thought I was gonna have enough. Guess not. even finished the line out. And I still got not too far to go. Still got a little bit of ways though. Guess I'm gonna come down and grab iron. Start trucking it up here and start making plates. Also need to make a bunch of wire as well. Alrighty. So, yep, just sat around and let more reinforced plates make.
I made wire. A lot of it.
Yeah,
All of it.
so did I. I ran us out of copper top.
I currently have over where all the biomass is stored. It's making copper sheets
Very nice.
because I had some and I said, fuck it. I don't need any more wire.
Yeah. So yeah, to your previous question, if you want to do copper stuff by hand, I'd be okay with that. If you wanted to do that, that is. It's just I almost got this iron hooked up, and I want the system to help with automation because I've already got it set up, all the machines set up for it, ready to go. Just gotta get iron into the stupid system. Alrighty. I just gotta go. I do need to make a few more iron plates so that I can make the belt stickers I need to finish out this route.
Cat, fuck off. God damn it. Cat jumped on me and blocked my screen, so I had no idea where I was, and I fell. Fuck you, Cat. You were adopted.
Well, you're not lying. Uh,
They were unwanted by their previous owners
mm,
because they are fucking garbage human beings.
yeah.
I'm not afraid to say that.
Okay.
One went to jail and the other just left them. They up and left. And it's like, oh, I'm not taking the cats. I'm not leaving them with any food or water or litter or anything. I'm just gone.
Yeah, that is a pretty shitty thing to do.
Like, and why did you do that?
Yeah, because when you have pets, it is a responsibility. It's that is part of your family now. So yeah, I understand you calling them a garbage human being for abandoning a member of their family without any way to fend for themselves. It's like an abandoning a child in a way, in my
Yep.
view. Oh, so yeah, you're gonna go ahead and hook those up. Okay, I did make what I needed. I completely forgot that I made what I needed. I was like, did I make what I needed? I often do that, where I'll just walk off with the stuff that I was gonna grab and then forgot. Just completely and utterly forgot about it.
of those are powering that. And then
Oh, nice. You got it running all the way down here.
I need another pole.
So when you connect those two together, if you haven't done it already, or if you haven't connected them all the way,
What do you mean?
if we could run the power around the outside or outer edge of the platform,
Yeah,
so there's not a bunch of poles in the way.
why not?
I mean, once they're placed, they're placed. So I was just trying to think of the future.
Yeah, no, I just did that. Alright, so
Perfect.
everything should be on the same power grid now, if these are hooked up to this power grid.
Let's see.
If you look, it should go from, yeah,
Yeah.
210 to 840.
Yeah, we're doing good.
So,
We're not even using. We weren't even using half the, or we're losing a little over half at times of what you were producing, and now you're using less than a quarter. Yeah.
we have a max consumption of 240 out of 840. So, just over a quarter.
Oh, wait, what?
A quarter of 840 would be 210, and max consumption is 240. We're using not even a quarter, not even close.
Yeah,
But
that's
if
what I said.
everything was max efficiency, we're using like not even a tenth.
Yeah, if everything was running 100% of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at all this iron. I'm gonna follow the iron. I got the iron hooked up, so it's coming slowly, but it's coming. Just riding the belt train.
How are the copper sheets looking? They're being made.
But yeah,
Slowly but surely, they're being made.
I definitely don't mind you feeding the rotor machine to make those rotors, because we're not gonna have copper set up for a little while yet. We don't even have the iron fully set up. But that we won't have the iron fully set up until we get Mark III belts, because we're gonna need a lot of iron coming in at once in order to feed all the machines that need it. They're almost here. The iron is coming. Right over to you screaming.
Oh, yeah. So I only have an entire box's worth of iron in my pocket right now.
And well, I've used some of it, but there's still a bunch of iron, I think, over there at the base. And then my little screw up with the conveyor splitters, this little loop de It was supposed to go in this one, but in this
Apparently
part of
not.
it. But yeah, I placed it incorrectly. Come on, Ian, you can do it. Or like I outran it a while ago, but where is it now? Okay, It hasn't started to make the big climb yet. It's coming though. Think it's coming? I am? Where are you? Oh, there it
Taking his
is.
time.
Yeah. It's very. This is Mark II's and it's still this slow.
Hmm.
Just right with it up the hill. I like the sounds of this new biome. Actually, yeah, technically it is a new one. Um, the new Spire Coast. I mean, technically we're not in the Spire Coast, but we're in the new area that they worked on, so I
Hmm.
consider that a win. Because this area was just like all water and a few spires. A few black spires, and that was about it.
Yeah, I remember. It was pretty barren.
hmm But they've had plans to rework the Spire Coast for a while, at least so they said, so this is their final result of it. Here comes the iron. Doo 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 doo. It's hitting the first machine. It's going into the first machine. First screws are coming out. Oh, so exciting. Go screws go. Well, they're actually making quite slowly. They are very slow. They're getting there. Well, it's about to make 50, so I guess that's not a big factor. It's like by the time 50, or no, it's about to make 20, but by the time the 20 comes out, maybe about half the time, should start making. First set of screws have made it over, or making it over. I said hadn't made it over, but then I was like, oh yeah, that's right, you put screws in it. And this machine still won't be 100% efficient, sadly, because it needs 195. We're producing 200, but even we need over 120 ingots a minute, I believe. So it's 12 times 5. Actually, let's do that. Well, it's 12, not 125. 12.5 times 5 is 62. Wait, what? Oh, no, we are. Okay, so we will be producing. Okay, it'll just take a while. Yeah, that's why I went to Mark II, because I needed a little over 62 ingots a minute in order to be 100% efficient with the screws. And that's why I went with the Mark II belt, so that'd be 120. And once this first machine fills up, which it just did, now it's going to stop splitting, and it's going to go full max 120 to the second machine, and that's how the system works. I've been told it's called a manifold system, but I was building that way before I even knew that. um, with the putting the splitters, just because I was like, hey, it keeps everything nice and straight, so I like it. But apparently, um, it's an actual legitimate strategy of hooking or of feeding stuff into multiple machines. When you split it off this way, it prioritizes the first, but then once the first fills up, then the next one prioritizes the second. And once the second one fills up, then it prioritizes the third, and on down the line. It takes a little while, but after the last machine starts getting 120 or whatever your belts are putting in. Once the last
Yes.
machine gets to that point, then it'll be 100% efficient across the board. As long as you're inputting more, at least the number of, if not more, than required to run all of them. Look at this. I think we're at 100% screws already. Yep, because we're starting to back up.
Perfect.
Yep, we are starting to back up. This
Easy.
last screw machine, I'm going to put a box, because I haven't done that yet. That's under organization. There we go. I'm going to put a box right in front of it. So it has a little bit, or so it's not just making into until it's full. It'll fill a box, and then there'll always be some extra screws lying around for now, until we get the machines up to start making frames. Because the is it O? Search frame. So the alternate recipe frame uses screws instead of rods. And it still makes 2 at a time, but it makes 5 per minute instead of 2 per minute. That's why I went with that, because it's faster. Because it makes more. Look at that. We're making rotors, and yeah, we're starting to make smarts plating. We got 2 so far. Heck yeah. We are doing good. Oops. Oh well. Did it in the reverse order that time. Pause the video, mute the mic, and then I unpause the video and then mute the mic instead of unmuting the mic and then unpausing the video.
Hmm.
It's just like that. Whoops. Trying to get that system down so that you don't hear the muting of the mic, because even though it's not loud to you, um, it's a lot louder in the video itself.
Yeah.
It's a lot louder to everyone else. Because I think my mic gets boosted just a little bit when when OBS is recording. And I have it set up in a way to where the game volume is ever so slightly quieter than my voice, so that you can understand me. Because certain games get pretty loud, like SnowRunner, if you have the volume up on that game, and you don't have the voice setting set correctly. So yeah. But even with this system I got going on, I'm making, what is it? I'm making 5 screws extra per minute on this line, which I'm totally fine with. I'm totally fine with everything being backed up. It's better than being under. So very nice. We're finally going to complete phase 1 soon. We just need to keep making these reinforced platings. I'm going to put the rest of the reinforced platings in the smart plating machine. Just fill it up. For now, at least. That way it'll be succumb to the rotors, which it's going to be receiving way more rotors than it needs, because these rotors put out 11 and a quarter rotors per minute, and this machine requires 2 rotors per minute. So we're outputting a lot more. Okay, so that one needs copper. Okay, so maybe I start working on the iron plates now. Getting, this one needs 40, oh wait, this is overclocked. We take the overclocking off for now. And once this updates, okay, so it needs 18, so essentially it needs 19 iron plates per minute. So if we make, if this is the screw line and we go over here and we set up a machine, actually, let me just look at, I'll just change this one for a moment. Select recipe, iron plates. Okay, so it's making, so it makes 20 per minute, and this machine needed what, 18? Okay, so one machine will do it then. I might put down two so we can get a little bit of an overflow going. Put down two constructors. I need that reinforced plating back. Let's see, I need 4. I'll just split this. We'll take, I'll just take them all, I guess. Whatever. Okay. So over here, I'll make this the, oh, I need cable. Whoops. Need me just a little bit of cable. I might have to go run down and get copper when I think we're out of copper up here. Yep, we are out of copper. Okay, we're out of copper. So I'm gonna have to go get some. Because now I have what I need. I had to go down and get a bunch of copper, but that's okay.
Woo.
Woo!
We're only at like 9 smart plates now, so
Yeah, it's very slow.
yeah.
I think there's only one other alternate recipe for smart plating. I think. I don't remember though. Let's give it a little more space. Go here. And I'm gonna make have two machines making plating because I want an overflow. But we only need one for the actual thing. But I'm also going to make it expandable because we will need it expandable for later. Make sure I'm placing these correctly. Alright, so how much do these need? So in order to be 100% efficient, these need 30 ingots per minute. So we need 60. So I can use Mark 1 belts. I will need some extra iron plates though.
I think I've not got some.
You think you've not got some? Okay, cool.
Yep. I thought I did. I don't.
Yeah, it happens. But at least we'll be completing phase 1 this episode.
Yep. We just got to wait, and it'll be ready.
Yep, hurry up and wait. That is the motto. So I don't have to use Mark II for anything. Yay! For the plating, I can use all Mark I's, and it'll be 100% efficient. Well, it might not be after I hook these up, because the ingots are only 120. We'll see. It might drop everything up here down below, a little bit below 100%. We definitely need some. We need some plate makers. Hopefully 78 plates is enough. Just hook that up. Hook that to there. Hook that to there. Since there's room, I'm going to put another conveyor splitter right in the middle there. And we'll do one more. Right there. Because there is room. That I don't want to place. And it really doesn't want to snake like I want it to. I'll snake it around the edge though. It's gonna look a little weird. Hey, structural analysis. What's that? What is structural analysis? No?
What's that?
It's like, what is structural analysis?
We had to go through that for it to allow us to make quick wire. Not
So,
quick wire.
to
Rebar gun.
last. Oh, rebar gun. I was just like, we can make
Yeah.
quick wire though.
Yeah, I was looking at quick wire. So we had to research that item so that the next item we could research could be the rebar gun. I have no intent on getting it, but it was a
Oh,
thing.
the rebar gun is actually really good now.
Yeah, so
It actually is really good. It's got many
stun
different.
bolts and whatnot. It looked like
Yeah, it's
lots
also
of
got
good stuff.
explosive. It's got explosive ones too,
Ooh, sweet.
and the stun ones are electricity. They don't do any damage, but they will stun the enemy, so you can get away if you need to.
Gotcha. Cool, cool, cool.
And the explosive ones, and then they have they they basically have a shotgun version of for the ammo type, where it's like rebar shrapnel, and it
Gotcha.
spreads into an area like a shotgun. Yeah, so as the rebar gun is actually quite useful. I remember it didn't used to be very useful, but it is now. It's actually worth getting because guns are a long ways off still.
And I was gonna say I saw that they made homing bullets,
Yep.
so you could have like a smart gun.
Yep. And there's also an ammo type that increases the fire rate massively, but you lose out on accuracy. But yeah, it's like one of those guns that speeds up as it shoots.
Okay, so
Yeah, it
it's
starts off
like
slow.
the Halo Warthog.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly like that. And I was just like, that's awesome. Uh, yeah, there's tons of ammo types. The guns are really, really good now.
Yeah, because I remember the guns were good-ish.
Ish. Yeah. Iron plates. No, not cast screws. Or not rods. Iron plates. There we go. Okay. All right, we got things making iron plates now. Woo! Look at us go.
Cool.
I'm out of iron plates. Speaking of which, uh,
There we go.
no, let's actually put up some mergers here. Conveyor merger. Want it to go that way, and then we want it to
Alright,
go
so the next thing I'm going to
this way.
research is a zip line.
I guess the zip lines would be nice if you have a bunch of power poles everywhere. And they're going like uphill and downhill and stuff. Getting across the map a lot faster.
Well, we have those power poles that now we don't have to use the ladder to get down the map
Mm-hmm.
from up top.
Yeah, that is true.
Um, but yeah, that'll get us down at least. Ah, you can ride power poles up too, can't you?
Yeah, because it's powered.
Yeah, so.
Is their reasoning behind that one?
Hey, there's fucking hover jetpacks that
Yeah,
you can fly. It's sure.
yeah. You can fly with Wi-Fi.
Yeah, Wi-Fi electricity, I'll take it, sure.
I wish there was. I guess there technically is kind of a thing, but I don't know if they're telling the truth or not. You remember those charge pads?
Yeah, the it's I don't remember what it's called, um, but I would assume it works on a similar principle to induction heating.
Yeah, it could
Um,
be.
I don't know if you've ever seen those cooktops
Yeah,
where,
yeah, yeah. Yep.
yeah, you can put your hand on it and you won't hurt yourself. But
Hmm.
you put a pan on it and it heats the pan up.
Yeah.
Take the pan off, put your hand on, and it's just slightly warm from the pan being hot on the surface.
Yeah. It's
I think that's kind of the principle of it is induction to a degree.
yeah. I just don't try. I don't. I think it's a scam, honestly. At least the
What?
way they're the charge pad.
If the phone's made for it, it works.
Yeah, sure.
The device has got to be made, charged that way.
Uh-huh. That could be the scam of it then.
Yeah, certain phones can use it. I don't think mine can.
Yeah.
Alright, zip lines. And they are a Xeno Zapper, more quick wire, rod, and cable.
Hmm. All right, we're now making iron plates, and they're going into the machine.
Ooh.
They're slow, but they're getting there.
Alright, I just shut off the quick wire machine.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you need quick wire.
Or not quick wire, smart plating.
Oh,
Sorry.
I was just like, yeah.
I'm
Okay.
getting a little tired.
Do you have the rest of them?
Yes.
Go.
I put two back.
I'll watch from a distance. This
Driving
thing,
up the hill.
the animations for this game are so good. This low.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Load. Seal. Send.
Skip Ada's little thing. I've already heard it. Go, space elevator, go. Oof.
Off she goes.
Off into the clouds.
Alright, so that was phase 1.
Very nice. Oh, okay. That's right. Phase 2 did require more smart plates, so I'm going to turn it back on, I guess.
Um,
I don't know.
so,
Should we turn it back on or should we wait a little while?
it's up to you. Ooh, new shop products.
Yeah.
Do
Because.
do we want coal power, vehicular transport, or basic steel production?
Basic steel production because we need motors.
That's what I was thinking,
Yeah.
but I didn't want to,
Oh, you have the concrete.
you
So,
know. Now we
well,
need 150 rotors and
those will be
50 of
made.
those
Yeah,
things.
we have 50 frames hanging
Yeah,
about.
it's just looking around. Oop, mine.
Now that the smart plating machine is off, it should start the backlog on rotors. So as long as we keep feeding it sheets, of course, copper sheeting. We need to keep up with that. But we should start backlogging pretty quickly. We won't get to it to this episode, but that'll be next episode.
We'll get basic steel production unlocked, and then we can work on that. I think we need coal.
Coal power, yeah,
Well, we need coal for
yeah,
basic steel production.
yep.
So we'll have to find ourselves a coal vein.
I know the perfect spot that the coal does have to travel a little bit, but there's a pure iron node. Um, you know that 2 coal we used last game?
Nah, I can't remember. It's been a minute.
Um, remember
The
how?
last coal I remember, there was one not too far from here, I want to say, but there's also one a little ways away on the opposite side of the mountain.
Oops, didn't mean to scan. But there is 2 coal, and then they're not all that far away from a pure iron node. Oh yeah, that's right. That they updated that as well. So when you
Oh,
scan for new stuff, like I just get accidentally scanned for iron, if you have a miner on it, on your radar, there'll be a check mark on that node that it pops up when it scans for the node on your compass.
oh yeah, that's
Yep,
cool.
there's a little check mark that shows you already have it.
Neat.
So you don't have to run across the map and go, oh, I already put a miner there. As well as I do believe that does show up as well with the it shows up as well with the radar, I think. I know that the radar just shows nodes now. When we finally unlock that, that's through the quartz though, and the crystal oscillators that we hate so much. At least I hate them. I hate making crystal oscillators.
The
There's
process of making them is it's a drag.
yeah, it's a royal pain.
You like to, do a whole lot of nothing and okay, so we need copper.
Yep, we need copper sheets to continue to make rotors. I'll make copper sheets with you. Since I brought up a whole
We
bunch of copper, we can split what's there.
oh, come on. There we go. We
Wee, wee. You're supposed to continue saying it, and then I can alter.
we
Wee.
mine. Um
Oh, you took all the copper. You're supposed to split it with me, and I'll make copper sheets with you.
Yeah, so I put them in those 2 boxes and mixed them up. You're welcome.
Oh, didn't know we were playing with Jinx.
I mean, I ran out of space. I have a legitimate excuse. I'm not just a fucking disaster.
Jinx is a good guy, but I think he does it intentionally sometimes.
Like, oh, you want to see a train wreck? Hold my beer.
I know he did it to his brother. That time we were playing 7 Days,
Yeah,
long all that time ago. I don't know if you were online for that one or not, but
probably not.
his brother was exclaiming that this is his chest, and don't touch his chest because he's got it all organized. I'm
Well,
looking
he's
at
asking for it at that point.
yeah, and he said I'm looking at you, Jinx, and he left for a bit to go um, loot some houses in a different town. And he came back. It's like, what the hell happened to my chest? And
Yeah,
Jinx,
no, he was asking for it by saying that.
Jinx was just over there snickering. He's like, what chest? What are you talking about? Uh, and he just, yep, Jinx, I know it was you. I don't know what you're talking about. It was so hilarious. Uh,
No, I don't think I would have been on for that one.
probably not. Because I know that at that time we were playing well on past when you would go to bed.
It was at like fucking 2 in the morning 90% of the time.
hmm
It'd be like, yeah, I'm getting ready to go to bed, and all of a sudden one of them would hop on. Hey, you want to play a game? Fuck no. It's 11:30. Fuck off.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to pause for the rest of this because I'm going to be making a ton of copper sheeting. It's going to take a while.
Yep.
Alright, I'm done making copper sheets.
I just finished as well. I don't know if I had enough.
Yep.
I have something along the lines of, let's find out. 750.
Yeah, well, this machine's... It's raining again. Is it raining on yours?
Nope.
Ah, sad.
Sunshine, no clouds.
Yeah, and then it can make rotors again. Let's speed that up for a little bit. Since we need so many. Yeah, I overclocked it.
Perfect.
So,
Overclocking's a good thing.
yep. The only thing is
Well,
we can't support the screws. Full,
actually, I have a
fully
shit ton of
over,
screws.
yeah, fully overclocked. 487 and a half per minute is what it needs.
It's okay.
That's like, yeah, of course it is because the clock speed is 250%. So we needed we needed 2.5 times the amount of screws we needed before. Uh, I don't
Let's see
even
if there's
think.
screws anywhere else.
Maybe. I think Mark IV would be able to support 487. Maybe not. Maybe it's like maybe 320 for Mark IV. I don't remember exactly. But I know Mark V would just barely be able to support that. I think it does 500.
Yeah,
Or is it more than that?
I cannot remember.
Yeah, but it's been so long since we've actually been that far. Me, I've only been to um, phase 3 as of lately.
Yeah, the last time I played was when we were up on the cliff and we're basically finished.
Yeah. Yeah, look at it go now, though. It's making. It is a flying.
28 a minute.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my perch over here, caw,
Okay.
and we'll go end this video. Yeah. Yeah. We definitely need a ton of rotors. We
Once we
making,
get 150.
yeah, we can make basic steel production. So we'll probably finish that off camera, honestly. Because we'll
Or at
probably,
the beginning.
or at the
I
beginning.
mean, we'll probably finish basics. Yeah, just get those 150, and then it's like, hey, finish
Yeah,
that.
it's already pretty late. Yep. All right. Okay. Well, that's going to be it for all the time we have for today. I'll back up on my perch, so it is now the outro. Um, but we will be continuing more next time on Satisfactory. Haven't heard that in a few episodes, huh? But until then, goodbye.